Good evening. I am finally home from New York, which I have been stranded for 3 days because of the blizzard, which if you watch my vlogs like right before this video, you completely know what I'm talking about. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I've been absolutely obsessing about this lipstick that I have on my lips right now since the millisecond that I bought it. Also, shout out to Haley Doll on Instagram, which I actually got this lipstick because I saw it on her lips on her Instagram and I needed it in my life like immediately. I'm not gonna keep rambling about it because honestly I will, because I love it so much. All the products that you say we listed somewhere around the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You're on my second channel, so be sure you're subscribed to both. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to contact me. I really hope you guys cannot hear the music in the background because then I'm going to be having music in my background or I'm not gonna be able to use the audio from this video and I'll be like, I cry every time. I'm first gonna be priming my face using the Becca Backlight primer. Please excuse any red dots you could see on this tube. Something mysteriously exploded in my makeup bag. When I say something, I mean I don't know what it is because I looked all over my makeup bag. Nothing's broken. It's a huge pet peeve of mine when people do not wipe off their makeup before recording a video because you know it's gonna be on camera. Make it look nice. And I've been enjoying this primer since I got it. I noticed throughout the day I might have a little bit of pore action going on, and because I have a couple little spots going on my face right now, I've got this guy. I'm gonna be using one of my new favorite products. This is from Benefit. It's called Lemonade. Now technically it is a color corrector and I'm going to be using yellow on red, which I'll have a whole separate video on color correction, which once that's up I'll link in the description below. Technically yellow does not cover up red, green would, but I really like the coverage that Lemonade gives me. And I'm just going to be like, goodbye. And I already know I'm gonna be asked the question like why I'm applying a concealer type thing prior to foundation. Depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I like to conceal prior, sometimes I like to conceal after. It's really just a matter of how bad I think the situation is. But when it comes to color correctors, you're not gonna wanna put them on top of your foundation because they usually are a color, and if you do that, you're gonna look ridiculous. Moving on, I'm then going to be applying my Naked Foundation in 0.5 because I would like to be extra pale for this video, which 0.5 does match my skin. Sometimes it's a little bit light on me, but I really like dark lips with really pale skin, so that's what we're going for. Look, it's a little dark on me right now. That's ridiculous. I'm then gonna be taking Makeup Forever's ProFinish in the color 110, I'm pretty sure I am. Yes, 110, I just got this again. I haven't had it in forever. You can also use translucent powder pretty much. Okay, I'm not gonna say any powder because some powders oxidize weird, but you guys can also use translucent powder or you could use a color powder. I'm also gonna be applying my eye makeup prior to my eyebrows, so if I look crazy, I'm then gonna prime my eyes using Urban Decay's Primer Potion in the color Eden. And although I don't think I'm gonna be putting a lot of shadow underneath my eye, I like to have the insurance of having primer underneath my eyes. I'm then gonna be applying this color Angel in a nude stick. I didn't even know that nude sticks like made colors until I went to the Sephora in New York and surprise, they had this whole entire huge stand of nude sticks and I was like, ugh. You know that it's over, you know that it's true. And I am just going to apply this pretty much everywhere because I really like the color. And I think because I've never used this before, I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger. I may end up going in with a brush. We will find out. I wasn't thinking I was going so much underneath my eye, but apparently I am. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is like extremely pretty on its own, but I think I am also going to go in with a little bit of Makeup Geek in the color Magic Act. And it's gold. And I'm going to apply a little bit of this to my lid. And I want to keep the eyes really light, but I'm also going to be adding Cosmopolitan, which is a little bit more of a rose gold, and I feel like Angel has a little bit of a rose gold to it. I'm just gonna be adding that in my outer corners. I always like to clean up around my eyes using powder, so I'm going in using the Lorac Mega Pro in the color Bisque, and just lightly cleaning up around my eyes. Also just popping this color a little bit underneath my brow bone. Honestly, it pretty much matches my skin tone. You guys could also use a powder for this as well instead of a shadow. Now I do not want, let me tell you what I don't want. I do not want a harsh eyeliner with this whatsoever, so I'm just going in using dark brown eyeshadow and a damp angled brush, and I'm just gonna very lightly draw in my cat eye eyeliner, but not really. And really the only reason I even wanted to line my eyes was just to help my eyelashes, which I then am going to apply my mascara. To fill in my eyebrows, I'm gonna be using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. This pencil is one of my favorite pencils because it is like an oval shape, so in case you guys are ever wondering, what's the width of Lex's eyebrows? Pretty much if you turn this sideways and just go bleep, that's pretty much the width of my eyebrows. I've never in my life liked my eyebrows thick. I always have personally preferred my eyebrows to be between medium and thin. It's just a personal preference. You can fill in your eyebrows as thick or thin as you would like. It's your face. Yeah, time for my lips. Okay, so what I'm gonna use for lip liner is going to be the Urban Decay Blackmail lip liner, since I don't have a lip liner that matches the lipstick that I just got. But Blackmail is one of my favorite darker red lip liners from Urban Decay, so we're gonna use that. And it's always good to line inside your lips as well, because not inside your lips, but you know, like fill them in just in case your lipstick happens to wear off throughout the night. At least you got a color underneath. Also, not to even mention that Blackmail is a very pretty color on its own. I just had a legitimate crisis because like I said, we just got back from New York and my ma put my lipstick inside of a Nude Stix case and I'm like, oh, where'd you put the lipstick? Here. It's here and it's safe. So with this lipstick, I noticed that when I put it on directly from the tube, it was not as, not pigmented, but it just was a little patchy, so I'm going to be applying it with a brush. And actually, this lip liner is the perfect color for this. Okay, so now since I want to keep such a pale face, I really do not want to add any blush or anything. I'm going to add a smidge bit of contour and quite a bit of highlighter. This is a Laura Mercier highlighter and this is highlight number 1. I also just got this. I think it is gorgeous. And I'm just going to apply it with my finger. If you guys are any darker than as pale as I am, it might look weird if you apply it with your finger. You might end up with a streak on your face, so I definitely would suggest applying it with a brush. But if you're as pale as I am, it pretty much is just your skin tone but shiny. Since I'm going with such a plain face, contour is very, very heavily optional. I'm just going to apply a smidge bit using the color Heroine from Il Mesco. And I'm literally applying it just in this area right here. And that is it. Is that really that bad? It's just when the wind hits, it's really bad. But when it's